Well, here I am, sitting at the dock of the lake, getting ready to install this little puppy. It's an inline water heater because I kind of like an endless supply of hot water. So I'm going to replace the teeny tiny hot water heater that's on the boat and put in this propane inline. No, I have never done this before, but if it's going to get done, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to Google it and try it out and make adjustments if necessary. So wish me luck. Here's the current situation under the stove of my boat. I have the minuscule hot water heater, and the gas line is the copper one coming in, propane line. And then I have the cold water line coming in and the hot water line coming out. And this is where they snake around and go across to the kitchen sink and then over to the shower. That's the line going into the bathroom. So there we have it. Here is the inline heater that I plan to install, and over here on my little gypsy swing I have some components that should get the job done. So I have a utility pump that I'm going to use to try it out. I decided to hook it up out here on the deck first and then worry about installing it in the boat, because I want to make sure that it works and that I've got everything figured out before I go tearing things apart inside to hook up something and then find out, well, either I did something wrong or it doesn't work. So doing it out here first. So there I have hose regulator assembly, some propane tape, a garden hose that will hook up to the water heater, and all sorts of other nifty contraptions that ought to help me get the job done. So here we go. I learn a lot doing these crazy projects, and so far today I have learned that not all propane connections are created equal. So I have this one where the propane line is supposed to come in, and I have this that is supposed to connect there. I just bought yesterday, and it does not fit. It looks like it should fit, but it does not fit. So I'm going to run by a local hardware store and see if they have an adapter or something that'll work. So in addition to the gas line issue, I ran into a similar situation with the water outlet line. I wanted to be able to use a garden hose and sprayer, or at least have that option, and the shower head and hose that came with the boat didn't have the same diameter, so I had to go get an adapter for that too. But the local hardware store here happened to have it, so I'm gonna put that on there. They did not happen to have the gas line adapter, so I will deal with that tomorrow when I go into a larger town and hopefully have some luck there. If not, I'll have to order it online. Here's the thing about owning a boat, houseboat in particular. When you run into a snag on one project, never fear, there are about a gazillion other projects that you can attempt at any given moment. So I'm gonna move on from the water heater project and do a couple other things that need done. And one of them is we noticed that this pontoon has this nifty little rubber seal that keeps water out of the front seam, and also probably provides a little padding. But anyway, it's there on that one, and then on this one it is missing, but the holes remain. And the issue with that is, of course, water, when there are waves, splashes into them, and you don't really need water inside your pontoons. So I'm gonna fix that and here are the supplies that I believe I will need to fix it. And so here we go. So this next fix is a temporary one. I am tired of sitting on this back deck in the rain and getting soaking wet because the water drips in between the boards. So I had some rolled roofing and figured I'd bring it down for a temporary fix. Eventually there's going to be some more work done up here that's more permanent, but for now this should at least help it shed some water. In order to install the sheet of rolled roofing, I had to take the solar panels off because of course they were attached in a very inconvenient spot. So I took them off and got to thinking, you know, they're probably better off just laying flat. So I'm going to attach the rolled roofing, take out the nails that held the solar panels in place, and then attach them but laying flat. Give that a try. That job is done. The rolled roofing has been applied to the section it needed to be applied, and the solar panels have been laid flat, which should be much more efficient in the current setting. And this handy dandy little connector was used instead of the big old wadded mess that was there before. So that part is done. Looks much better in my opinion. Well, here we are calling it a day from the Rockin' Robin. See you next time.